All right. So I saw this popping up online last night. Let me explain something real quick before I get into this. Today I got a colonoscopy, which is basically a medical procedure where they put me under anesthesia, and then they put something akin to a camera inside of my ass to film the inside to make sure that I didn't have cancer. I am 34. It's very early to have this sort of procedure done. Most people sort of get it when they're into their 40s. But I do have a certain degree of family history with it, and the doctors just really wanted to make sure that I didn't have anything going on. The good news is no cancer. So, good news. Here's the other thing. They make it so you can't eat for a day before this. I have never fasted in my entire life, ever before. And I just want to say, about 5 hours into this, I wanted to put a fucking bullet in my head. It was one of the worst experiences I've ever had. Not the actual thing where they put the camera in there, because I was knocked out for that. And to be honest, my butt feels fine right now. But just the not eating, dude. And then I couldn't even drink for like the last 10 hours of it. So I was completely dehydrated, no energy. Absolutely terrible experience. I pray that I never have to go without eating ever again. Anyway, so last night I was completely not in the mood to deal with rap beef when I saw this shit start popping up on the timeline. But the Quavo album dropped. I have not gotten a chance to listen to it. I am a Quavo fan, so I will be listening to it. Everybody started tweaking out on the timeline, saying that Quavo dissed Lil Peep in a song on his new tape. Now, I haven't heard the song, but I read the lyrics. Everybody's tweaking out about it. Everybody's mad as fuck about it. And I understand why, because I understand people are very touchy about this, but also people have been putting particular pressure on me to speak on this because of the situation that happened with X and Vic Mensa. Also, I just want to say this is the first thing that I've done all day. Also, I look kind of good because not eating for 24 hours, you know. Anyway, these are the lyrics. This is it. It's a song by Quavo called Big Bro, and there's a part where he says, think you're popping Xanax bars, but it's fentanyl. And then the ad-lib is, oh no, bars, it's fentanyl. Next one, think you're living like a rock star, but you're dead now. All right, so a lot of people getting really upset about this. My boy Bexy said, yo, at Quavo, Peep referred to himself as a rock star and he passed away because of fentanyl. Explain yourself. You better not be speaking about him. Then the next one, I'm going to beat the fuck out of anyone talking down on Peep's name. No guns, no weapons, no gang, but brutally beat the fuck out of whoever has some shit to say. I'm feeling the energy, by the way. Not towards Quavo in particular. I'll get into that, but I do like people who are ready for the smoke. All right, and then Fat Nick came down. Fat Nick said, don't sneak diss my brother, Quavo. You really got life fucked up. Fuck is wrong with you? I don't give a fuck who you is. That's all my big homies. All right. So first off, I really respect, and I've seen a lot of my other friends, shout out House Phone, everybody else, I really respect that people are standing up for Peep. It's just that in this case, I feel like it's not 100% warranted. Here's my reasoning why. Number one, the problem with fake Xans is a problem that goes way beyond Peep. You know, this is like to anybody in America, probably outside of America too, this is a huge issue. Like, I hear people talk about fucking fake Xanax and all the problems that come about with it. I mean, obviously Xanax itself is a big problem for a lot of people, but, you know, this is not like an isolated incident. It's not like Peep's the only person that's dealt with this. Okay, so just for the record, there is a national crisis of people dying from not just opiates, but fake ones in particular. You know, there's a lot of problems with that. So my first reaction would be to say, I don't know. But then also the rock star evidence, I know people like, they probably wouldn't have thought that it was, look at this. They probably wouldn't have thought that it was related to Peep necessarily if it wasn't for the rock star bar, right? Well, I mean, that part too, a lot of rappers call themselves, sorry, I got another call. I really got to start putting my phone on Do Not Disturb when I do this. A lot of rappers call themselves rock stars. Peep's definitely one of them, probably definitely one of the more notable ones. But, I don't know. I just feel as if it's kind of a thing that a shitload of rappers do. Not all of which are like popular, but like, you know, I listen to 10 billion rap songs by rappers all the time on stream. Calling yourself a rock star is some pretty common shit. So I agree with people who are suggesting that maybe Quavo could have been thinking of Peep. He's the only rapper that we can think of who died, like only actual rapper who died of the fentanyl thing, probably that we know of. So I do understand, and I definitely respect how Bexy and Fat Nick and everybody might have thought that he was talking about him, but at the same time, I don't know. I just feel like it's too vague. And I say that a lot of people are like, oh, well, you were so quick to jump on the Vic Mensa thing when it came to X. Okay, I feel you. But here's the thing, is that Quavo, to me, has a reputation of being a solid dude. Like a real respectable street dude who is just not the kind of person that probably would want to disrespect the dead. Am I right when I say that I'm pretty sure that Migos, even though they had crazy issues with X during his life, that I'm pretty sure one of them put out a statement saying, you know, RIP the kid X or some shit after he died. I just don't see Quavo as the type of person to do that. So maybe I am fucked up for giving him the benefit of the doubt, but I don't think what he said was necessarily directed at Peep. Now, if I'm proven wrong, if Quavo were to put a statement out tomorrow and be like, yeah, I was talking about Peep, fuck him, whatever, then, all right, then we're going to have to reevaluate this topic. I don't think that's necessarily the case. And I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. The reason why I wasn't willing to give Vic Mensa the benefit of the doubt is because of the fact that, number one, Vic Mensa got a track record of talking all kinds of shit and saying all kinds of crazy shit. Particularly, I didn't realize it at the time, but he was clearly wanting smoke. Fuck. So I really should never try to film shit on the balcony outside my house, because as soon as I started trying to film that, there was like 5 million fucking police cars going by. Anyway, and also I didn't explain that the reason why I'm not filming this in the office is partially because I had to have my colon checked out, and then also partially because we still don't have Wi-Fi at the store, or at the office, sorry, the new office. Anyway, what I was saying, Vic Mensa clearly, he wanted the smoke with X. You know, he was like making it clear. There was like multiple things that I didn't pick up on before. He was really like egging the shit on, trying to like find a way to sort of insert himself into the X conversation. Also, there's other underwear. This is from Lena's channel. This is where she films her shit. So this is not my thing. I don't hang underwear on the wall. Anyway, Vic Mensa wanted the smoke. And then when I seen DJ Scheme, actually, to be honest, I was trying to like wait to have an opinion on this shit. DJ Scheme posted like, oh, you know, Vic Mensa just dissed X at the fucking award show. I tend to take Scheme's word for things, and I was gonna wait, but then everybody just started hopping on it, and I just decided to hop on it too. But regardless, I mean, Vic Mensa has just sort of shown a propensity for being a piece of shit that's willing to talk a whole bunch of shit to get some attention. I would not say that about Quavo. I wouldn't say that about any of the Migos. To me, they seem like solid guys, and I know a lot of people are probably going to be like, oh, Adam, you're dick riding Migos over your friend. No, it's just, you know, you have an opinion of people, and you assume what you're going to assume out of them. So I don't think Migos were going out of their way to diss Peep. I think something people are forgetting about, and I don't know if this is 100% true, but to me, it's like Migos exist on a completely opposite side of hip-hop than the world that Peep and Fat Nick and Bexy, to maybe a little bit of an extent, exist in. Like, I don't necessarily know that Quavo would know that much about Lil Peep. Like, I'm sure he knows who he is. I'm sure he's heard the name a million times, probably heard some songs, whatever. I don't necessarily know that Quavo would be, like, thinking about him when he's in the booth. Let's be real. Like, Quavo probably knows plenty of people who died from fake Xans. Like, drugs are a big problem regardless of what part of the rap scene you're in or whatever. I guarantee Quavo knows people who died from that shit. You know? So it's like, was he talking about somebody like that? Probably. I think probably it's more likely that he was talking about just, you know, people in general or somebody that he knew or something like that than that he was talking about Peep specifically. That's just the assumption that I was going on. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. But yeah, I don't necessarily buy into this. And that's not disrespectful to any of the people who are buying into it. I definitely have a huge amount of respect for Fat Nick and Bexy and everybody who's saying stuff about it, but that's why I'm not jumping out the window. And I wouldn't even have made this video except for the fact that there's so many people on Twitter right now hollering at me trying to be like, yo, you're a hypocrite because you're not talking about this and you did talk about the Bexy thing. Or not the Bexy thing, the fucking ex-Vic Mensa thing. I guess I could maybe see that being hypocritical if the details of the situation were exactly the same. I don't think that they are. Also, you know, rest in peace, Pete. Rest in peace, X. But I just want to say that last night I looked at Instagram and I saw Sauce Walka, Famous Dex, and Lil Terrio all making videos about Vic Mensa. God damn, my fucking fingernails are dirty, and you guys just caught it. I mean, it's been like a week since that shit happened, and all these people are still going in on it, which is pretty funny. I mean, Sauce Walker's rant was really, well, it was really homophobic, but it was also pretty funny. And Lil Terrio, man, what a good soul. And then Dex was just like, he ain't from Chicago. So, whatever, man. I'm not in the right state of mind, man. I was on anesthesia. I'm fucked up. But I did want to make this video to just comment on this. Rest in peace to X and rest in peace to Pete. But I do think that, I just don't want to be part of jumping out the window calling somebody out for something when I'm not 100% convinced. And I'm not going to like jump on with the mob mentality. Just because some of my friends believe that Quavo was dissing him doesn't mean I'm going to agree with it. So, I might be proven wrong or something, but it is what it is. And also, Chris Long posted a picture of Quavo on the No Jumper Instagram and didn't realize that any of this was going on. So that might have caused more people to be like, why are you supporting Quavo? Whatever. I'm going to listen to this Quavo album, though. For the record, it's been out less than 24 hours. So me not having heard it, I think is still excusable. Migo Gang, Lil Peep, rest in peace. X, we miss you. We love you. Peace.